Professor G-Man Lopo.
Hello, good morning and good day to everyone. No, today I will discuss about the concept of compounding, and at the same time about the concept of discounting and compounding. So meaning later I will we will discuss more about the computation of present value and also about the future value. So very important now to have an understanding about the future value and the present value. So our discussion for today is all about discounted cash flow. But take no class discounted and also compounded. So I will discuss later about discounted and also about your compounded and discounted. Alright, so what do you mean here of discounted cash flow? Today, what I will discuss is all about to be able to have this compute for the future value. Okay, please take note. I will have the future value and also about the present value. The future value of a single cash flow or a series of payment or a series of cash flows. To be able also to compute for the return on an investment. Okay, so later I will discuss about the return on investment. To be able to use also financial calculator. So we will have calculator at the same time we have a spreadsheet to solve the time problem. Alright, please take note class. I know some of you will take the CPA board exam. For sure, you are not required not to have the spreadsheet in solving the problems. Of course, calculator, yes. Calculator is very important now to be able for you to solve the problems. Okay, so here in the board exam you have your calculator but spreadsheet no. Okay, and also about understand about perpetuities and annuities. Okay, understand the perpetuities and annuities. Okay, so chapter outline. So again, the valuation, the one period case. Okay, so this is the part of the chapter outline that I will be discussing later. So simplifications, what is the firm worth, compounding. Okay, so you have 4.1, the one period case. For example, if you were invest in a 10,000 at 5% interest for 1 year, your investment would grow to 10,500. That's the basic class because you have 5% interest for 1 year. 10,000 times 5%. That's the basic class. Okay, or times 12 over 12. Why 12 over 12? Because it is for 12 months. Because of course some of you will tell me, sir, the formula for that should be PRT. Interest is equals to principal times rate times time times time. So I put 12 by 12 now since the 12 by 12 is time. Okay, so since 12 is time. Okay. 10,000 is the principal payment again. So you have 10,000 times 1. And 10,500 is the total due. It can be calculated as, this is the PRT again. Okay, so 10,000 times 1.05. Okay. The total amount due at the end of the investment is called the future value. Okay, so ang tawag dito ay the future value. Okay. So future value is one period case. The formula for this one can be written as follows. So the future value is equals to CO or Z0. The cash flow today times 0. 1 is the 100% class. The R is the time and the T here is the number of times. So CO. Okay, so meaning 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 years. Okay. Okay. So cash flow today plus 1 plus rate and the time. Okay, at the time is 0. Again, this is the formula to compute for your future value. How about your present value? Okay, so a while ago, what I discussed is all about future value. This one is all about present value. If you were to be to promise, or if you were to be promised a 10,000 due in 1 year, okay, when interest rate. Okay, but before that but before that, so this is Okay, so I will draw first now. All right. So let's say this is 1 year, this is 2 year, this is 3 year. Let's say 4 years. 3 and we have 4. Of course, this gonna be your present value. This is your future value. Alright, what we discussed a while ago is present value to future value. That would be a discounting. This present value here, if you remember, this is also future value, no, to your present value. That is the present value, class. So don't be confused, no? Okay. If you will promise a 10,000 due in 1 year when interest rate are 5%, your investment would be 9,523.1 in today's dollar or in peso. How do we compute for that one? So 9523.81, this is your present value, and the 10,000 here is your 10 here, okay, 10,000, and the 1.05 here is the percent. If you remember, class, no? Class, if you remember a while, no? If you remember a while ago, what we did here, part of the future value is that, right? We have principal and we multiply it by 1.05. But now, since we have the present value, since it is to be multiplied, and now we will divide the 10,000 by 1.05. We will be able to bring back the future value to the present value. Okay? Hopefully you understand. Okay? Don't be confused with this formula. Alright. The amount that the borrower would need to set aside today is to be able to meet the promised payment of 10,000 in 1 year, and it is called the present value. Okay, that's the essence, class, of the present value and also the future value. Okay, note that, okay, remember a while ago, this is what we did, right? Okay, remember, okay, we compute for the future value of 10,000. 9,523 times 1.05. Present value here, and this is the future value. Okay. Don't be confused, class. Okay. So the present value in a one period case, the formula for the present value can be written as present value is equals to C1 cash flow after a year plus 1 plus R. Again, 100% and rate also. Okay? Where C1 is cash flow at the date 1 and R is the appropriate interest rate. Okay. Cash flow at the date 1 and R is about the interest rate. Okay. So, what do you mean here of the net present value? If you remember, class, no? The net present value is to be used in computing for your capital budgeting. Okay, we will discuss capital budgeting, or I will also upload, no, some of the video about the net present value. The present value of the expected cash flows less the cost of investment. Suppose that the investment that promises to pay 10,000 in 1 year is offered for sale for 9,500. Your interest rate is 5%. Should you buy? Okay. Yan. So again, what we will do is, of course, to compute first, why negative 5? This is your investment now. And this is your present value of your cash flow. Right? Very simple, class. No? Very simple. Diba? It is very simple, no? Oh, wow. Ito lang pala, sir, ang pag-compute ng net present value. If I remember, in our net present value in capital budgeting. Yes, no? Okay, nakataon lang kasi this is only for 1 year. So, net present value here is 23.81, meaning positive. So, you will accept the proposal. 9523.81 plus a negative to, class. So, you have 23.81. The present value of your cash inflow is greater than the cost. In other words, the net present value is positive, so the investment should be purchased. Again, going back to the capital budgeting, you will accept the proposal if it is 0 or if it is a positive. Okay. So net present value, no? In one period, guys, no, the formula can be written as the net present value is equals to negative cost plus the PV. Or, in some other book, ang tawag sa NPV here is the present value, right, of your cash flow, okay, minus our cost, right? Okay, baka malito lang kayo, no? That's the formula. Okay. Please take note also of this one. If we had not taken the positive NPV project considered on the last slide and instead invested our 9.5 elsewhere at 5%, our future value would be less than the 10,000. No? So meaning, ginawa daw natin ay hindi natin in-invest. Ginawa natin ay we invest in the other. No? So the 9.5 is to be multiplied by 1.05. Okay, so you have 9,975. It is less than the 10,000. Okay. That's the essence class of the present value and the future value. So, multi-period case, general formula for the future value of an investment over many period can be written as follows. Okay, a while ago, we have only one, right? But now, we have T here. It would depends on the number of years. Again, cash flow today, at the time, 0 plus 1 plus rate. Okay, where Z is the cash flow at date 0, R is the appropriate interest, T is the number of period over which the cash is invested. Okay. Future value. Suppose the stock current pays a dividend of 1.10, which is expected to grow at 40% per year for the next 5 years. What will be the dividend be in 5 years? Again, we will use this formula to compute for the future value. Okay, so the answer here is 5.92. Paano yan, class? 1.1 again. 1.1 is the dividend today times 140. 40 is the percent. 5 because number of years. Okay, so how do we do that? 1.40 times 1.40 times 1.45 times. Or you can have your calculator, class, no? 1.40, okay? Equals sa, 1.40, okay? So, 1.40, then press multiply, 2 times, equal sign. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Right? So, this one, so 1.4, multiply, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright? And then, to be multiplied it, no? So if you remember, 1.40 multiplied, no? Okay? So, hopefully, you got 5.37. So, if you got 5.37 times 1.10, you have 5.92. You got it? So, 1.40, 1.40, 4 times, should be 4 times because we have 1, no, as 1. So, 4 times. So, 1.40 multiply 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Why 4? Although we have 5 here, 4 because we include 1. Okay, so you have 5.37 times 1.10. You have 5.91. Okay? So, correct. Okay, so, or you can do 1.40 times 1.40 times 1.40 as long as you have the future value of 5.92. Alright, hopefully you got it, class, ha? Okay, future value. Again, when you say about future value, so when you say future value, it is what you call compounding. Okay? The present value here and the future value here. So we want to compute for the present value to the future value. It is called compounding. While future value to the present value, it is called present value or discounting. Okay? Wag malito, class, ha? Or what you call discounting. Okay. Notice that the dividend in a year 5, 5.92, is considerably higher than the sum of the original dividend plus the 5 increases of 40% on original 1.10. So 5.92 is more than the 1.10 plus 5 times 1.40. So you have times plus. So you add this one, no? Okay, so you have 3.30. Okay. This is due because of compounding. As time goes by, you will compute for the present value to the future value. Okay? Okay. So it would be higher. Okay, it would be higher because of the use of compounding. Okay? Because of the compounding. Okay. Yan, this is the 1.10. Next, this is the basic, no? Times 1.40, you have 1.54. Next, you have 2.16. Okay. So, next, you have 3.02. You have 4.23. And you have, a while ago, if you remember, no? We computed for this one, 5.92. Because we have here, at year 0, you have 1. If you go to your calculator, 1.10, because you include 1 here. Okay? So, that's why 4. 1.40. Your calculator, please, no? Press multiply. Yung XX. Okay? If you notice, equal sign. 1.96, no? Okay? 2.74. Okay? But of course, you will also multiply by this one. So, if you notice, 1.40 times 1.10, your answer here is 1.54, right? Okay. 1.40, okay, 1 time, equal sign 2 times, so you have 1.96 times 1.10. This is 2.16. Okay, so again, you can have your calculator, no? By what? 1.10, you press multiplication, or you should multiply, then equal sign. Okay. Again, yung first year is this one because we include 1.10 here. Okay. That's the value, class. That's the importance of compounding. Right? Very easy, right? Hopefully, it is very easy. Okay? Wag na kayong lumayo pa. That's the basic of the PRT. Interest times equals to principal, rate, and time. Okay. Next one. Present value and the discounting. How much would an investor have to set aside today in order to have your 20,000 5 years from now if the current rate is 15%? So, present value again, and this is the future value. Since we already know our 20,000 future value. Yes. So, what we will do here, since kanina, ang ginawa natin ay we multiply, but now, ibabalik natin, we will be able to bring back, no, the future value to the present value by just dividing it. Okay, right? Babalik lang naman tayo. So, meaning, 20,000 divided by 1.15, okay, then 5 times. Okay, in your calculator, class, gagawin nyo kanina, we multiply. So, 1.15 divided by equal sign. Since ito ay 5 years, 5 times. 5 times. Try nyo sa calculator, ha? Then, minus 1. Of course, it will be negative, no? Disregard the negative. Then, after that one is we divide it by 0.15. Hopefully, tama kayo, class. Ito naman yung sa ating calculator. Okay. Okay. Gawin muna natin ito, class, no? Yung 1.15 divided by equal sign. 5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, the PV of 1 is 0.4971. Okay, so the PV of 1 is 0.4971. Okay, so 0.4971. Okay, then minus 1. Okay, again, please disregard the negative 1. then divided by 0.15. That's your PV of annuity. Okay? That would be the PV of annuity. Okay? Wait last hopefully it is correct. Okay. 1.15. By the way, how about this one? 1.15 to be multiplied by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have 2.011. So 20,000, okay, divided by with this one, and the answer here, right? You're correct. So you have 9943.43. Okay. Sorry class, I will check first now for the calculator. Maybe my calculator is wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minus 1. Okay. Then divided by 0.15. Okay, para mali yung aking calculator. 5 years, 'di ba? Okay, 3.3. How come na mali? Okay, 1.15 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait last para may mali sa aking calculator. 2.85. Sige, balikan ko muna kayo, no? About your calculator. Okay, but now, since this is the formula, so, gagawin is, we just bring it back. Okay? So, a while ago, sige, I will not teach you more muna, no, about the calculator, no? We go first for the basics. Sige, we go first for the basics. So, 20,000 divided by 1.15, and you have your 5. Okay? So, as you notice last, 1.15 multiply 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 2.011, no? 2.011 divide 2.011. Okay? The answer here, correct, no? 9943.53. Okay. For not use a calculator from, very important here to have this, to compute first, no? For using the basic. Okay. How long is the wait, no? So if we deposit 5,000, okay, in the account paying 10%, how long does it take to grow? So again, we go back to the computations of the future value class. So CO times 1 plus R T. Okay, so 10,000, 5,000 times 1.10. So this one, this one is to compute naman about the number of years. So the answer here is 2 years. But please take note of this formula for the future value. Okay? So this is to compute first for the number of years, and the number of years here is, you have 7.27. Okay? So the number of years here is 5.27. Okay class, so we go back again, no, to this present value, no. So what I did, no, so I stand corrected, no, with this present value, no. So if you remember class, no, this one 1.15 divided by equal sign, this is gonna be the present value. Okay, that would be the present value of annuity. Okay, this is the present value of annuity. So what we will do first here, no, using your calculator. All right, so using your calculator, so I will erase this one, so I will erase this one. So the correct should be the present value of 1, no? It should be the present value of 1. What do we do that, no? So your calculator class, 1.15, okay, then divided by 2 times, so you divide it 2 times, okay, then equal sign should be 5 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so please check, no? So 1.15 divided by equal sign. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you remember it, the answer here is 0.49. It's gonna be your shortcut class, It's gonna be the shortcut. Okay, 0.4971. Then this one, it is to be multiplied by 20,000. You should multiply it by 20,000. And the answer here is the same as 9943. Okay. In the long cut, what you will do here is 20,000 divided by 1.15 5 times, and you have still this answer. Okay, so again, I stand corrected, no? What I did a while ago, the reason why, no? The reason why that I have this no amount, no? because of uh, because of this the 1.15, no? So you have the 1.15. Okay, so again, maybe I will just have this account, no? So maybe my focus now is about the present value and the discounting value. Okay, so I will discuss more about this one, no, in the future, especially about the effective interest rate. So again, if you like this video, please share and subscribe to my channel. So again, thank you and see you all